Yeah, she hates taxes.
She also, did you hear Bernie Sanders? See what Bernie Sanders, she tweeted out, oh, she's right.
That's what
Cardi
Bernie
B's
Sanders
right about
says? That's a
yeah,
lie.
yeah. So if you look at it, so like Cardi B's like social, like FDR was the real Make America Great Again president.
How?
Because of what he did with Social Security or something. I'll read like the exact quote, and then Bernie Sanders just like quote tweets it and goes like, "Cardi B's right. We need
Cardi
to have."
B was not. She said that she wants to know what they do with their taxes, and she doesn't like the fucking taxes.
That's like every American.
No, it's not. It's not every American.
Every American wants. Every American would want to know where their tax money
No,
is
she
going.
says she wants less taxes. You want more taxes?
It depends who.
What do you mean depends who? What is there
Of course,
to
it
depend on?
depends who. It depends on your income.
What the fuck? No, it doesn't. Every person
Yes, it
pays
does.
the same percentage of
how
tax.
much you got taxes? How much you got taxed depends on your income. You don't think that's
No, I don't. I think that every person just pay the same percentage.
Why?
Why should
If they make more
I
money?
be punished for making more money?
well? It's not a punishment. It's you're
Yeah, it is.
contributing
It's a
more to
fucking
society.
Why do I
Contributing
need
more
to
to
pay
society.
more money than a person just because I
It's
make more money?
proportional. It's proportional.
Yeah, it's actually fucking
It's proportional.
not
It's
proportional.
totally proportional.
Every
if you
person
have,
needs to pay the
if you
same
have,
percentage.
if you have, like, if you make like $100,000 a year versus someone who makes like $30,000 a year, they'll pay the same amount and still like be able to survive. It's to the point where like you still
They
pay
need to
a
pay the same
percentage of your
percent.
income, so
The
they'll be
same
well
percent.
off.
The same percent. What's wrong with the same percent?
Because it's not like it depends on what the tax is. It's either bad both ways, because if you want like 10% or like 10 or 5% of someone's income, then we don't have enough money to like fund basic like government services.
Like what? That's not true. That's not fucking true. What?
And then if you,
Well,
you
yeah,
want like
I think the government needs to be
50% or
cut.
something else like that, then there are going to be poor people paying 50% of their taxes and they have no fucking money left.
They don't need to pay 50% because no one needs to pay fucking 50%. Because it's not. You need to do it in combination with cutting spending to other stuff.
Like
The whole
what? What would
government
you want
needs
to
get
cut?
smaller.
You didn't say that before, but
Fine, that's fair. Okay, this is what I'm saying. You can't just cut taxes, obviously. I think, this is my opinion, everyone needs to pay the same percentage, not amount, because that's dumb. Like, obviously, a poor person can't pay like $100,000.
exactly. That's what it
But
sounded like.
everyone needs to pay the same percent because they all need to give up a certain percent of their income for the country. Why should a person who is more successful than somebody else have to pay more?
Because they have more to
higher
give.
percent.
They have more to give. It's like out of
That's
being
bullshit.
service
It's
to
not
your country.
the government's money. It's the person's money.
It's not the government's.
They
It's
pay
not
the
the
same,
government's
they
money.
should pay the same percent.
It's not like the government gets a new Maserati with your money.
Yes, they fucking do. Okay,
No, they
they don't
don't.
get a new Maserati, but they
They're
buy a
supposed
new
to put.
they buy a fucking F-15, which takes like $1 billion.
That's all
to
about
make,
what you.
and it's horrible.
No Democrat would want no self-respecting actual real Democrat would want to make more F-15s with your money. That's Republicans.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
saying,
Republicans.
Okay, I'm not. It's not about fucking political affiliation. It's about that it's not fair that a person who makes more money should have to pay a higher percentage of their income. It's just not fair.
All right, so here's the quote, by the way. So he says, the pregnant rapper sat down with GQ giving an interview where she threw her political 2 cents in on topics including Social Security and FDR. He helped us get over the depression, all while he was in a wheelchair. Like, this man was suffering from polio at the time of presidency, yet he was worried about trying to make America great again for real. He's the real Make America Great Again president, because if it wasn't for him, old people wouldn't even get Social Security. Sanders, who ran as a candidate in the Democratic 2016 presidential election, referenced Cardi B's views in a tweet on Wednesday, saying, "Cardi B is right. If we are going to make America great again, we need to strengthen Social Security so that seniors are able to retire with the dignity they deserve." So it all depends on like what you spend your tax on. If you give more people, like if you do the Democratic route and you spend more money on like Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, stuff like that, that's good. But if you spend more money on bombing countries, more military money when we're like totally fine, we don't need that military money just based on how much we spend already, then like it's totally fine. Like it's fine to raise taxes on the wealthier people. Like do you know how big the income inequality in our country is right now? Do you think they could not afford to like, because they like, do you know the top 1% has so much more to give than the bottom 50% or whatever?
What's your point? They shouldn't be
They have more to give, so they should give more
percent. No,
yes,
it's not how it works.
Yes.
Every single person has to make their contribution to the government, and I don't.
If they have more to contribute, they have more to give.
That a wealthier person would have to pay more. I don't think that's fair.
Wow. Okay.
I don't. I just don't. Like, I get that people struggle to pay taxes. But I don't think just because other people don't like have okay, this is my point. You're basically punishing people for being rich. You're saying, "Oh, you're successful in this country.
It's not a
Go
punishment.
fuck yourself. You're paying more money." Yeah, it is.
It's
You're
not a
taking
punishment.
more of their money.
Is
it not a punishment?
If they will be all right, they're going to be perfectly fine if they get like, if they start off the year with like $500,000 and end it after taxes with like $460,000.
It's not about being fair. It's about the government should not be It's not. It's. Oh, you know what? They'll be fine. It's not the government's right. The government should be America's bitch. And when you start to become the government's bitch, that's tyranny. So it's fucking bullshit.
Oh, we're getting control. Like, people should have to pay taxes because you pay into those services. You pay into like Medicare, Medicaid, all those like all that good stuff. That's like what
exactly. Everybody pays. Oh, it's not fair, dude. You need to pay for your own shit. I get that there are social benefits. That's completely all right. But just because I don't need them doesn't mean I should pay more. Everybody pays Social Security tax.
But if you want, everyone needs to pay. Everyone needs to be on it for it to work, like insurance-wise, for like health.
Yeah, exactly. But everyone needs to pay the same.
All right, I'm looking up some income inequality statistics.
I know there's income inequality. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying because poor people exist doesn't mean rich people have to pay a higher percentage.
Well, no one's saying they should pay. Like they should pay. Do you think the rich? All right, I guess we just disagree. I mean, I'm sorry.
What
that's
do you think?
The disagreement.
You think that just because they're rich,
and
that they need to pay
America is on my side, and you're not on the side of America in the majority of public opinion, so that sucks for you.
Okay. So you're saying that, if a person makes $50,000 a year, they should pay 20% of their income to the government, right? But if a person makes $200,000 a year, they should pay 30%? Like, where does that add up?
It should be a progressive income tax tied to inflation. It's like progressive income. Like, that's what we've always had.
Okay, sure. I guess we're just gonna disagree. I just don't think that.
And American people are on my side, so that's your unfortunate.
How is it unfortunate for me?
Because America's not on your side.
Well, it sucks for America. And what do you mean America's not on my side? Half of the country is on my side.
Look at the polling.
What polling?
Any polling ever?
Okay. Well, it sucks. America doesn't have to be on my side for everything. America voted for Trump. I don't agree with Trump.
Oh, well.
So, I don't need to be on the side of America. It's not.
Well,
my side is the right side. If
you're not on the side of America.
I am on the side of America. I'm on the side of what I think is
America and the polling of America.
Not of what all of America thinks.
Like, I could like look this up like polling on issues.
I love America, and
that's great for you.
That's my opinions. Those are my opinions. I want to make America the best America that it can be, and in my opinion, that's the way to make it the fairest and the best America that it can be.
All right, that's great. Okay. So anyway, we now move to Kanye West. He is showing support for Black conservative YouTube personality Candace Owens, saying, quote, "I love the way Candace Owens thinks." Yeah, so that was Ye's tweet from Saturday morning. Owens has been compared to Tommy Lahren.
Just call him Kanye.
I am friends with him.
No, you're not. You don't know Kanye West.
Yeah, I am.
He's your boy.
He's my homie.
My homie. Okay.
Yeah, she's pretty much the Black Tommy Lahren. She shares her controversial views on racism.
What? No, she's not.
This includes claiming white guilt should stop, calling Black Lives Matter protesters whiny toddlers for saying that they don't want to be shot by police. That's funny. After saying the color of a person's skin should not determine what issues they're allowed to care about. Like, obviously, you can care about every issue you want, but, like, that doesn't mean anything. So, Candace Owens responded to the tweet by asking for a meeting and revealing everything that I had been inspired to do was written in your music. Okay, bullshit. She also asked for his help to wake up the Black community, which is great. So he voiced his Pablo. He told the audience at the same Pablo tour 2 years ago that he would have voted for Donald Trump. He said, "I told y'all I didn't vote, right? But if I would have voted, I would have voted for Donald Trump. We live in a racist country. That's a fact. The world's racist, okay? Let's stop being distracted and focus on that much." It seems like two unrelated issues, and by the way...
Wait, why didn't he vote?
I don't know.
That's not good. That's bad. If you don't vote, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, you can't get your voice heard. You gotta vote. That's why in the gun rallies they have people registering to vote, which is the best option. Very important. All right, I'm gonna play for you right now a taste of Candace Owens on some white guilt.
Are you or a loved one suffering from white guilt? Could you stop? My name is Candace Owens, and you are watching
What'd she say?
White Guilt.
I can't hear it.
Yeah.
If I was walking down the street and I saw somebody punching himself in the face, I would probably keep walking. But I can no longer ignore this trend of white guilt. For those of you that are unaware, there is a growing group of white people in this country who have accepted the ridiculous notion that being born white automatically registers them as a social offender. They try to right the sin of their complexion by running around social media yelling at other white people for stating their opinions. For example, if white man A comments on Facebook, "I don't think players should kneel for the national anthem," then guilty white man B swoops in like, "You can't comment, you don't have melanin in your skin."
All right, so that is her on white guilt. I'm going to have to, unfortunately, give Zach a hint to listen to it because he can't hear it. All right, so Zach knows what I'm saying here, and he thinks he says that's fair. But personally, I mean, like, if you're white and it's like a black person, like, why do you got to get so? I just don't think like the principal idea of like staying out of like black people's issues as a white person. I think that kind of makes sense. Like, pretty much.
Why? That's so stupid. It's not black people issues. It's America issues. And if you're saying, you can't talk about it because you're black, you're just like, you're creating more of a problem. You're creating a bigger divide. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean it's black issues? So you're saying the problem is police brutality, right? Well, like, most police are white. So if you're, like, not allowed to comment on it, then how are you supposed to fix it?
Do we know that for sure? Just want to be fact-checking here. But, like, pretty much, like...
Look it up. It's not like it's a comment. I'm just saying, even if most police aren't black, even if most police aren't white, but all police aren't black.
Yeah, I mean,
like, you're just creating more separation.
I think you should be able to comment on it, but I think it's, like, worthy of making sure to, like, just take it slow, pretty much. Like,
you should be allowed to comment on anything. You freedom of speech, right? And if you're allowed just like you're allowed to speak on the issue, you're totally... You can't, like, be angry at people for criticizing you, but you can't criticize someone just for speaking out.
Yeah,
like,
on that particular...
You can criticize what they say, but you can't criticize them for just speaking. Like, that's bullshit, in my opinion.
Oh, like, on the national anthem issue that she was talking about, personally, I kind of agree with her, but I think that, like, the person who commented on Facebook... Like, that's kind of not the common talking point, for people. Like, but, like, people who would never say, "Oh, you can't comment just because you're white" on it.
Yeah, look,
I don't think that happens very often.
If somebody says some fucking racist garbage, feel free to call them out on their racist bullshit, okay?
Yeah, obviously.
But don't be angry at somebody just for talking about it. Like,